Hey, what's up, guys? Got another video for you. This is Bars Unlimited. Bryson, Jake here, and we are coming at you with another video. In and basically, this is channel update number 2. Channel update number 2 is a huge announcement coming from a cooler thing. Number 2 announcement is the commencement of Tournament of Legends 2020. We got this kick-ass Tournament of Legends thing right here. That is the logo for our event. And basically, initially we weren't planning on working it out this way, but because of the timing, we decided to make this announcement the 100 subscriber special.
Man, guys, like 3-4 months that we've had this channel, we only have 30 videos and we're already at now over 100 subscribers.
106. 106, guys. Crazy.
I'll be uploading this the day that we're recording. It is October 21st. I want to upload this just to announce the possible, because it might be a few days before you get the first video, but this bracketed of the top metal bands in the world.
Yes. So, guys, first of all, how we did this was, I went and looked at, well, first of all, I know something about top tier metal. I mean, some of them, like Metallica, Megadeth, some of these, they're given. I mean, everybody's heard about them. And they're just well known. The big four, But I went on a list that had the top 50 metal bands of all time. It was a list created, I can't remember, I think it was like Livewire, one of those websites created the list, and they had a list of a bunch of different people on there. So primarily I took the metal bands that I knew were a big deal, as well as were on that list, and threw them in this. There was a couple that I left out, and I replaced those with ones that I just thought we would like to have in the tournament. So you're gonna see a bunch of different bands, a bunch of different eras, a bunch of different genres of metal, all in one thing. Anything from Motley Crue, hair metal, to death metal music, and all the way from that, all the way to, Godsmack, which is basically alternative metal. So there's all kinds of different things going on. Now, getting into how we rank them, they are ranked and bracketed basically, I went on Spotify and I chose the bands we're gonna, and then I went by monthly listens or streams on Spotify. So that's how we're gonna do it, because any other way, I couldn't really think of a way. I guess we could have gone by album sales, but a lot of different ways. I just wanted it to be fair. I didn't want it to be us just picking, oh, we don't want this band eliminated in the first round, so let's put them against somebody we don't like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wanted it to be fair. We wanted it to be fair, not just me. But so anyways, and then that also goes with ranking. Like I said, they're ranked by streams on Spotify. From there, I put them into groups of 8, and then based on their streaming, I ranked them 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're gonna do just like the NBA Finals: 8 versus 1, 2 versus 7, versus 6, 4 versus 5. They'll go to their end of the bracket, and then I have the sheet of paper right here. I know you probably can't see it, but these are all brackets. They'll go down, meet up in the finals. Here's 16, here's 16. So that's what we're gonna do, guys. And really, I just am super excited about it.
I am too. Like, this is definitely something that, when you brought it up, I was like, that's an awesome idea. So yeah, guys, you guys are going to be the ones in charge of determining who moves on.
Yes.
Bryson and I's word, we also matter too. However, in my opinion, I think it's like we wait for everyone else to put their word in.
Yes.
Before we get ours in, and then we'll make our final determination. And then we'll have a video of us reacting in the music, and then follow-up video of competition as to saying what we thought, and then eventually who did end up winning that matchup.
Yes. So we're still kind of trying to figure out how we're going to do it in terms of, we were talking about how we could do one video where we do songs and then we react to it in a second. I also, another thing I just thought of actually is we could do the bracket, or the bracket, one side of the bracket, and then do one video where we give our thoughts on all of them. But by doing that, there should already be chosen winners by the time we were to put that video out. So that's kind of not going to work. I mean, there's a lot of things up in the air, but guys, we really wanted to not only do this, but do it justice. We wanted to do it right. We wanted it to be fair. That gets into my next point, which is, how are we picking the songs? Now, generally, what people have done in the past is they do polls on Facebook and all this other stuff, and then you choose on the polls which songs we want to do. We'll put a list of like 6 on there and do that. I've seen other channels do that. Right now, we're not big enough. I don't want it to be a situation where one person that does decide to do that ends up deciding everything. So what we did for this is going back to the Spotify thing. On Spotify, when you type up each band, they have a list of the top 5 most streamed songs. And there we go. We're going to start with number 5 for each band. And then if they advance, we'll go to number 4. They advance, 3. Advance, 2. And the reason we're doing that, again, is because I don't want us to pick the songs. I don't want one person to pick the songs. I don't want a collection of that to pick the songs. I want it to be fair. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking to yourselves, well, by doing that, you're not getting the best example of the bands, because a lot of times their most popular stuff is not really the band is. Yes, you're exactly right. However, every band is going to have the same problem. So if yes, it's unfair to the band you like. It's also unfair to every other band that people like. So it's still fair. You know what I mean? So we're going to do the best we can. I mean, unfortunately, guys, you can pick apart all these different things and say, oh, well, doing it this way doesn't make it fair for this and that, and this, doing it that way doesn't do this correctly. We know, but there's just no way that we could just do it perfectly so that everybody loves it.
Exactly.
So we're just going to do what we can. We found a way that we're both happy with, and we're really excited. And not only that, but we also really want to like these songs.
Yeah.
So doing some of their more popular options might not be the worst thing for us. You know what I mean? Because we want to like this stuff. We don't want to just sit here and be like, well, I guess this band's moving forward because I hated that song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with that being said, there's a lot of just bias and stuff that could come into play if we did it a different way. So we wanted to remove as much bias as possible. That's also why it's not just me and Jake picking who's advancing.
Yeah.
Because if we did that, well, I can pretty much tell you which bands are going to make it already.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So based on bias, so that's what we're trying to avoid.
I mean, we don't have Disturbed in the contest, or in the tournament, but like if they were in it,
or even Five Finger Death Punch for me. That same reason as him. He biggest Disturbed fan, me giant Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah, and neither of those bands are in there, which I didn't do that because of him. I honestly forgot about him. my bad on that one. But there's a lot of other bands that I just wanted to get into, and we can do this more than one time too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Like, some of my favorite bands aren't even on this list. And so I was like, well, but there's a lot of classic bands that I have not gotten into that I know are dope.
Me too.
And so we can do this more than one time. We can do a tournament, even if it's not 32, we can do a tournament later on that has more of different bands, just completely different. You know what I mean? So we can do things like this more often. But the first time, I wanted to touch on some of the biggest bands in history. Like I said, it's called Tournament of Legends. I want to get some legendary bands in here. Now, if you agree that the band is legendary or not, that's your own discretion. But you can't argue with streams, you can't argue with album sales, and you can't argue with popularity. And a lot of these bands on here, whether you like them or not, were huge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's basically what it's gonna be, guys. And you know, I want you guys really to be open-minded, understand that we're doing the best that we can. You know, like I said before, you can nitpick and say, oh well, should have done it this way or should have done it that way. Guys, we've never done this before, and we've never thought about doing something like this before. This is really a test run. It's a test run on a huge scale. Like, we're not just getting our feet wet, we're diving in head first from 32 in the air.
Yeah.
I mean, we're really
bear
going
with us.
Yeah, bear with us. Exactly. So, you know, if you guys think we could have done it better, you want to leave suggestions on maybe how we could do it differently next time, that's fine. But don't just sit here and crap on the whole thing. At the end of the day, this is about listening to new music, having a good time, bringing different, you know, tastes of music to ourselves, to you guys, and just giving the world something different to think about for a little bit too. So I mean, we're really gonna do the best that we can, but if it's not perfect, well, welcome to reality.
Yeah, so
What else can I say? Welcome to reality. But you know what? If it wasn't for you guys, like he said earlier, 106 subscribers in a little over 2 months or 3 months, whatever it's been, crazy. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be able to do stuff like this. We could do it, but it wouldn't be nearly as fun. So that leads me into the next point. You guys want to be a big part of this. The way you do that is by leaving comments in the videos on which band you think won in the matchup. And also another thing, we're picking song. We're not saying, oh, we like Slipknot Unsainted better than, you know, Black Sabbath's War Pigs or something, so Slipknot is a better band than Black Sabbath. We're not saying that. We're picking song by song, one song versus another song. Not oh well, if this band beats this band, then they're a better band. They're not necessarily a better band, but they move forward in the tournament. And the other thing is too, is it's all going to be voting. That's how you guys get involved. Leave comments. I'm going to put polls up on Instagram the entire week, because we're going to do one match a week, so that way we're not just doing metal. We're going to include other genres as well of music on the channel. Keep you guys coming if you're into rap, country, stuff like that. We're still going to be posting videos like that, but this is the only metal we're going to be posting for the time being, this tournament. So if you guys want to get involved, we're going to put the poll up on Instagram story every week. We're going to put it up. I'm going to put it up 7 days during the week, and it's going to start on Wednesday, or on the day it records. So the day we drop it, the next week, I'm going to put the thing up every single week. You guys go on there and vote on the Instagram story, or leave your comments in the video. Underneath the video, leave your comments, and at the end of the week, whichever band, song, whatever has more votes is moving on. Now, with that being said, one vote is all. So if you guys go on to the Instagram and vote every day, every day that I put it up there, your comment's only going to count for one. So we're going to do the best that we can, and then we're going to include our vote in that list also. Whichever band song has more votes moves on to the next round. We go.
all right. Well, you guys heard it here first. This is the start of something amazing. The Tournament of Legends 2020 starting today. We're going to start our first recording right after I start uploading. So, guys, stay tuned. I hope you guys have made it far. A lot of explaining has to go. Bear with us on this, but
Yes.
definitely participate, because that is how we make something like this work. So you guys in the comments, I pray that even if your favorite bands get eliminated, you to ride it out to the end. So without further ado, guys, this has been Bars Unlimited 100 subscribers special announcement of Legends, guys in the
See you guys.